What's hood is no hospital GMK, and I just skipped class with the progress report.
The progress report.
All right, what's going on? It's your girl, Lala Shepherd. This is an episode of Skipping Class presented by the Progress Report. Man, I got GMK in the building. How you feeling?
Yo, I'm chilling, man. I'm tapped in Atlanta, and we turned today.
That's what's up, man. I definitely appreciate you being here. Salute to my man, Justin. This is dope, man. Like I was saying, like off air, I respect, how you know how to speak and you actually, you know what I mean, be talking about some shit.
Yeah, I just think first.
I like that. That's dope. So we're gonna get right into it, man. What happened to your IG?
Bro, I don't know. I mean, whatever Instagram got going on right now, they really trying to stop the hustle, you feel me? But nah, in between, just everybody right now who lit right now, in between them LA Cali distro promos and just posting, you feel me, questionable shit like guns and anything like that. That shit got up out of there, but I ain't tripping, feel me? I just made a new page this week, that bit going up, so.
Okay, got you. Cause yeah, I'm like, man, am I tripping? Are we blocked?
Nah, yeah, and my new page already shadow banned.
That's crazy.
I ain't tripping.
So let's get into the music, man. I love that Letter to Yasir record, and I'm saying his name right, correct?
Yeah, Yasir.
I think that is so freaking dope. Because, it's rare that we see that, you know what I mean? Just in terms of you being a young black man, just, praising your son. But I think that it's so dope. And also uplifting your girl as well, too. So, is that your first child?
Yeah, that's my first child.
That's hard.
That's why I did it, too, though. Yeah. I did it because it's like, you don't never really see that type of shit. Like, niggas almost portray like it's not cool or some shit. You feel me? Like, nigga found out you just had a baby, you sitting in the house with your jit, like, niggas acting like you weird or something, like, you feel me? At the end of the day, that's what you supposed to do. I got a whole life I'm finna live, but I just need to take a moment to capitalize on that so I can create a memory, you feel me? Some shit that bruh gonna remember when he grow up, look back, see the shit. Even if, God forbid, you feel me? Inshallah, I hope I live a long life, but shit, if something happened to me, that's something that's gonna live forever for my people and my jit. So I just felt like it was like the perfect thing for me to do. And then shit, include everybody else, because instead of keeping it private, I'm gonna just broadcast that shit.
Definitely, man. I think shit, if people ain't, listen to you or just new fans and shit, that definitely probably made them new fans, real talk.
Yeah, for sure. I be trying to keep it like that, relatable. So like even when I do like turnt songs like how I drop that bang and heat, you feel me? Stuff like that, like everything just, I keep it all relatable, it just be real shit. Every song I tell a story, whether it's turnt or it's slow, you feel me? But Letter to Yasir was lit too, cause me and my videographer Lisa, like we really like put that shit together for real, you feel me? Like took our time for real. I recorded some of that, she recorded some of that, sat down, she colored everything, put everything together, like she do all that herself, you feel me? I just put my vision on there, you feel me? And she like see it through my eyes, so we get shit moving.
Facts. What has being a new dad taught you so far?
Like, I don't know. I mean, my son, he ain't really like too active yet. On the 9th, he gonna be 3 months. So right now, what I say being a new dad just taught me is like sometimes it's like, what being a new dad taught me in my first 3 months was like, at some point in time, not saying that it's right now already in 3 months, but I could just see it hindsight, you feel me? Like being a new dad teach me that like, at some point in time, on certain situations, you're gonna have to choose between, being there all the time and like being able to like really like do what you gotta do, you feel me? Cause sometimes you can't do both.
We want you to come skip class with us and share your story on our new segment called Skipping Class.
Look, we want to talk to all the artists, indie or mainstream, or if you're an entrepreneur, come build your brand with us and tell your story to the world.
You'll also get the shot in our locker, and you'll get promo clips for all your fans. So DM us today or visit our website, tprmediagroup.com. Get locked in with us.
That's facts. And I mean, how do you feel, you know, about possibly missing like first steps because you might be on the road doing shows or something, you know?
I mean, shit, I try to like, me and mine's like, everywhere I go, I try to like keep them with me and shit, you feel me?
Hell yeah.
But like, just as far as like, even when I'm in the city and shit, sometimes I get called 2 o'clock in the morning, yo bro, tap out, you feel me, pop out. We was such and such, he in the city, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes I gotta move, you feel me? As in shit like that. But anytime I go somewhere far or something like that, I usually just bring everybody out with me. They might not be with me everywhere, but they close by, you feel me, I need them.
Nah, respect. Now talk about your childhood and how do you want it to be, you know, different or better, you know, for your son?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like, I feel like I always had like relationships with everybody who be around me and shit, but that shit don't really be what life taught me growing up is like every relationship ain't a good relationship. So some people be like, oh, at least you got such and such, at least you know what I'm saying? Shit like that when people say shit like that to each other, but I feel like relationships, whether it be family, girls, friends, anything, like if it ain't beneficial, then it's like detrimental. You feel me? So like that could come from you being in elementary school, middle school, anything. Like people think that because it's your mama, it's your daddy, it's your sister, your brother, they can't be like toxic for you. But that shit could really like weigh a lot on you. So just me, I'm gonna take the shit that I learned and try to like my best to mold like a good environment, you feel me, for me and my jit to be able to like, you feel me? Not even just everybody else excluded, just me and bruh on the one-on-one, like able to like, you feel me? Even if I ain't right here, right now, some type of time out of town or we doing whatever, like I just try to make that type of like positive environment.
That's facts. And you definitely said an important point earlier, just in terms of, you know, sometimes we grow up in toxic situations and not even realizing it. What's an example of something that you may have experienced just coming up? Just
things that I experienced coming up. Like, I feel like households, a lot of people's households be full of like, people usually only focus on like one type of abuse, like physical or some type of shit, like when they getting their ass beat. But sometimes a lot of them abuses and shit be going hand in hand, you feel me? Like, a lot of people don't just physically abuse you and then it ain't nothing. Like, you ain't gonna never see that. Like, physical abuse always, like 9 times out of 10 is gonna come at the same hand of something else, like mental abuse or something like that. You ain't never gonna be able to beat nobody physically without doing something to their mind, you feel me? So for all them jits who be coming up and you get your ass whooped every day, and then you got somebody telling you, oh, they think they make you tough, but they really telling you, oh, you a bitch ass nigga, oh, this and that, and they like getting in your chest like that. Sometimes that shit don't always be, you ain't gonna be the most receptive to that type of discipline. So that shit fuck up your mind, and that shit, when you grow up, you turn into a type of person, you feel me, that carries certain traits and stuff. So I'm trying to like be real delicate with how I upbring all my jits, not even just the one I got now, just how I upbring them, cause like, shit, what they say, shit, you might fuck around and raise a serial killer or some shit playing around, you feel me? So, but other than that, I ain't really got no bad thoughts about it, feel me? I'm excited to be a part of the process, so.
Respect. So tell me about, where are you originally from? Because I know you was born elsewhere outside of Jacksonville, Florida.
No, I was born in Jacksonville, Florida.
Got you.
But right after I was born, I moved.
Okay.
See, so my family divided. None of us ain't from Florida though. My family from the British West Indies and Alabama. But I don't know, bro, you feel me, before my time, but they ended up right there at that time. So I was born in Jacksonville, Florida, and then we moved over there to North Carolina. We was there for a while. Went to Mississippi after that. But all this is before the time that I'm like 5 or 6. Around 2005, 2006, Katrina came through and just blitzed my shit, you feel me? Like my whole neighborhood fucked up, everything messed up. We ain't going to school, we ain't got no power. So it just was kind of like I said, it's the whole environment thing, you feel me? So it just wasn't really like where we wanted to be at the time. Not us as a family, you feel me? But, so we moved back to Jacksonville. We was there for a while, it was good. And My mama had shit going on, business-wise and all that. So I ended up going to stay with my, I ended up going to stay with my grandma. God bless that. She had passed now, but my Aunt Pat. I stayed out there in Lineville, Alabama with her for a while. And that's why, you feel me? That's like Sleazy Floor, that's what we shot Sleazy for at. So I grew up out there. I went to elementary school and all that out there, and I ended up moving back to Jacksonville after that. After that, I really stayed in Jacksonville for all them years. I probably moved back, I was about 8. I stayed in Jacksonville for all them years, and then I moved to the British West Indies when I was 14. So I was out there, I went to 2nd form, 3rd form out there, which is like equivalent to like, probably like 9th, 10th grade.
Gotcha.
I did that out there. When I came back, that's when everything just, like that shit was just sour. So I was already like going through shit in Jacksonville, and you know, we just got all this type of shit going on in the city. I was going through all that shit in Jacksonville, ended up going to jail when I was like 14, and from there, that's when I moved to the British West Indies. I was out there for a while, and then I came back to Jacksonville, and from there, I haven't spent like 1 year, like just straight out. It just went sour. That's why I got out this time, came home from prison, I just moved. Tired of that shit.
Well, how old were you when Katrina happened?
How old was I? I was probably, shit, whatever the last digit of the year was, that's how old I mean. I was born in 2000. So if Katrina hit in 2005, I would have been 5.
Okay, so you was super, super young.
Yeah, you feel me?
Got you. Cause I remember when all that craziness happened, man, that shit was
Yeah,
sad.
like we in the house, I'm talking, like we in this house in Mississippi, we got a 1-bed, we got a 1-bedroom, we got a 1-story house, it probably got 3-4 bedrooms, something like that. It's me, my mama, at the time my dad was in there, both of my sisters, my mama, my daddy friend that came from around the corner because his house flooded now. So he done came around the corner, he done brought his 2 daughters. And then my mama friend, her house flooded. They got saved by a helicopter from on top their roof, you feel me? They shit blitzed, but they was in Louisiana. So they came down, stayed with us in Mississippi, it's her and her 2 sons. So now you got all these people in here, you feel me? And then we already ain't got no food. You feel me? We ain't got no power, so you working, everything ration, but you got people like FEMA coming through and they give you water, and they give you this and that, but that shit don't really be enough. So it's like, when you in the type of situations, if you can, you gotta just get from around as soon as possible. I think we probably lived like that for like 2 or 3 months after the aftermath of the hurricane.
Wow. Yeah, man, I remember all that stuff. I think I was in high school though, and I just remember we had like so many people coming from New Orleans to, I'm from Ohio, so shit, it's the middle of the school year and shit. It was crazy. I felt so bad for all the people.
That shit was crazy, I ain't gonna lie.
Damn.
That was the first time that I had ever seen something like that in my life, you feel me? Cause I'm so young, so.
Yeah, that's traumatic. That's crazy.
I mean, I thought that shit looked kind of cool. You feel me? I'm a jit, so I'm looking outside. The sky's green and purple and everything. I'm like, what the hell going on?
Kids.
Yeah,
right.
like a movie. My neighbor done left her dogs.
Oh,
they
man.
done evacuated and left the dogs outside in the back porch.
Oh no.
Like it's like 3 bloodhounds. So we look out there. You feel me? We got the windows boarded up and shit. We looking out through the back slide window during the middle of the hurricane. This got them dog flying around, hitting the fence and shit.
Oh damn.
One of her dogs done died. She don't care about nothing, bro.
Jesus.
One of the dogs done died. There was 2 other bloodhounds survived. You feel me? I used to go out that bit whenever my daddy give me some breakfast and shit, get a little bit of hot chocolate and shit.
The dog hot chocolate?
I'm 5.
Oh, okay. Cause I'm like, damn,
I'm 5 years old. You feel me? I'm 5 years old. I'm
you killing the dog.
Shit.
God damn.
I'm spreading the love. They ain't got nothing to eat.
That's what's up. You was trying to do the right thing, man. I respect that, man. But that's some crazy shit. I remember all that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Man, so when you was young, before you even thought about doing music, who was some people you was listening to? Before you thought about being an artist, though.
Rap-wise, or you mean just musically?
In general, it gotta be just rap.
Because I grew up on such a diverse scale, because I got them people from the British West Indies and shit, so you gotta think I'm around my mama and them. She playing all them old heads. around my daddy, he playing all them reggae old heads, you feel me?
My dad love reggae too.
He playing all them old heads, but see, my daddy, like, he fuck with the reggae, but like, it's something I can't really explain. It's like, you either know or you know. I don't know if you know what calypso is. But like, yeah, he old school, so they listen to like calypso and soca music and stuff like that. They don't really, you feel me? But he fuck with that type of shit, so I grew up listening to that. I grew up on a lot of rap from my older siblings. I'm the youngest, so I grew up with a lot of rap from my older siblings. Gucci, OJ the Juice Man, what nigga name is? Travis Porter.
Okay.
Three of them boys in them?
Yep.
Yeah. I used to listen to Travis Porter.
That's hard.
But I used to listen to like anything that was really popping at the time, cause like I said, both my older brother and older sister, they was both in high school when I was in elementary, so I'm listening to all that. I got Dance Hall, Vibes Cartel, Tommy Lee, Alkaline, you feel me? So I just been big on everything. And I try to incorporate it all into my music.
Nah, respect. That's hard. That's a very diverse, list right there.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Now, talk about when you finally start to get into music, you know what I mean? And you like, man, let me be an artist. Let me take this shit serious.
Yeah, when I first started getting into music, anyway, my introduction to music was kind of like, I would say like I was indirectly introduced to the process. You feel me? I was already writing something before I was composing the music itself. So I was already writing like the metaphors and stuff because I was locked up and I was writing like a type of, you could call it like a poetry, like a spoken word. You feel me? I ain't gonna give myself too much credit, but you feel me? Or we could just call that bit a journal, whatever y'all want. You feel me? But if I'm signing raw, I'm gonna say it's like poetry.
Nah, for sure.
But like I'm writing shit in that bit and I'm showing it to this CO at the juvenile center.
Wow.
But cause I'm from Duval County, from Jacksonville, but we was in there fighting and, you know what I'm saying, jet shit. So they split us all up. Some of us went to Tallahassee, Gainesville, Daytona. I ended up going to Temple, which is Hillsborough County in Florida. And I'm the only legit there from Jacksonville. So they sent me there by myself. I'm in they dorms and shit. I'm just the only nigga there, so I'm just quiet, standing out the way, chilling and shit. I done end up taking my notebook from school, duck that bit off, take it in my room, cause I'm SRO, single room only. So that mean like they can't put no roommate in there with me, no way. So I'm in there, you feel me, by myself, I'm writing and shit. They come through, I'm sliding there at a notebook. People just reading and they just feeling my vibe, they feeling my maturity and shit. And the environment we in, that was something that was hard to find, you feel me? Like somebody who had their mind set the way that I was. So it was like everybody who worked there just attracted to me. They started showing me love, extra food, come pull up on me 2 o'clock in the morning, like, what's up, you wanna do the laundry with me? Shit like that, you feel me? And I'm legit, this ain't shit they doing in juvenile, you feel me? Prison and shit, yeah, niggas doing laundry, shit like that, but we juveniles, you feel me? 17, 18 and shit, like, I'm hanging out in that bitch. But nah, shit, them type of experiences that I felt like though, like really built the nigga up and took me there, but they shipped me from Tampa. I went to Melbourne in Brevard County, Florida, and that's why I did my little program. I was down that bit for 6 more months, so it totaled out to like a year. I did down there for 6 more months, and while I was down there, I just, at that camp, everybody was rapping down there. So they all in their circles and they writing and they rapping and shit, so I'm like, shit, I ain't tell nobody yet, you feel me, but they right by my bunk, so you feel me? So I ain't telling nobody that, but I'm like, fuck it, I'm finna start doing that shit. That shit easy. These green ass niggas can rap, I can rap, you feel me? So I start writing and I show one nigga and he tells somebody else and now I'm showing both of them and now, boy, by the end of the week in that bit, like everybody know the song. Everybody singing the song, you feel me? Everybody know the song and we going around, staff sneaking their phones in and shit, recording me, put me on the snap, come back the next day, let me know what everybody said, shit like that, you feel me? It was just like, from the jump, I seen the type of feedback that I was getting from going in that direction, bro. And I'm heavy on that. Like, in life, you feel me? Like, when you live a life of, like, non-resistance, everything gonna be easy. When you going through life and you like, damn, this shit hard. Damn, everything hard for me. That cause you resisting where you supposed to be going. When you pulling against the collar, it's always gonna choke you, you feel me? So it's like, you can't be trying to go right when you really meant to go left, and then you wondering why it's so hard for you over here, cause you ain't supposed to be around them niggas no way. Shit like that, you feel me? But I just learned that, so I'm going through it like no resistance. I'm like, damn, if this shit so, damn, what's the word? Whatever, but if this shit like working so good for this such a small, concentrated like group of people, I'm like, imagine I go and unleash that shit for real, like just out there. So I got out, came home, and I did just that. I dropped that shit, and my first song did like 800K. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm finna turn up.
That's crazy.
I end up, you feel me? I wasn't ready for it yet, you feel me? So I end up, I'm building this shit, I'm building pages, they getting deleted and shit, it's discouraging and they getting shit. And I end up like going back to what I got going on and shit, end up back going to prison. Shit like that, you feel me? Well, first I end up just getting locked up, get out on bond, spend the next couple months again. I meet my managers and them after that, Mark, J, Shao. We build that shit in, we get to locking in, dropping shit, feeding the streets, you feel me? Sometime between that, I end up getting roped up. And I'm thinking, because they keep deleting my page, you know what I'm saying? The views ain't doing this good because I took a break and I got back with my manager, shit like that, you feel me? So you like, weak-mindedly or under stress, you'll let that type of shit like get to your head because you comparing and contrasting yourself to all these different people. But when you look at the big picture, nigga ain't even thinking like, at the end of the day, I'm making progress. Like whether it's a little bit or it's a lot, a nigga making progress in the right direction because I'm building a brand. Every time that page get deleted, you get that big bite. You might got 20K on this page, but them old 200K, they still know your ass. You feel me? So all you doing is, in essence, sometimes that page getting deleted, that shit be a blessing. Or sometimes you going through a break and come back, that shit be a blessing because you get the opportunity to like rebrand yourself. Because now they ain't seen you in 6 months. Now you come back, you got new hair, you tatted up. You know what I'm saying? You been trapping, you done dropped your BB, you done did that, you feel me? So now you lit and you look different. You just rebranding, but to the same people who already knew you, you feel me? Like, so I had to just change my perspective on them obstacles. Because instead of letting them bitches like downfall or hold a nigga back, I gotta think like, damn, this shit really easy. This shit ain't nothing. You feel me? Like, it's really easy, it's all just a mindset thing, but I came home and I've been powerful, so. You feel me?
Hell yeah. Why do you feel like you wasn't ready the first time though? You said you wasn't ready at that time.
I feel like I wasn't ready at that time because if I was ready, it would have happened. You feel me?
I got you.
Anything that can happen. Listen, there's some shit for y'all to think about. Anything that can happen will happen. And if it didn't happen, it's because it couldn't happen. You feel me? Under them specific set of circumstances, like right now, anything that can happen right now will happen, guaranteed. Like that's a scientific proven fight. Go search it.
For sure.
Anything that can happen will happen. So that's just how I look at the shit with my life. So when I'm going through shit, like even when them police got me down that bit and they like, oh, you finna go to prison, guaranteed. Like I ain't trying to hear this shit, you go to trial, you do this, do that. You feel me? Like I'm not looking at it like, oh damn, I'm devastated. I just look at it, I really go with the flow with a lot of shit in life because I gotta learn whatever I gotta learn from what I'm going through right now. Because if I make it out and I ain't learn what I was supposed to learn, that's how you get back where you, feel me? So just shit. I take this shit one day at a time. That's why I say I feel like I wasn't ready.
I respect that. I wanted to ask you about that Pogo Stick song.
Yeah.
I think that song is super dope, but even better than that, I thought the video was dope. And I think, you know, just like the creative process, man, we got to talk about that joint because that shit's so damn hard.
That was my first big production video. Like with a script and shit. You know what I'm saying? Extras and all that. It gave me a good feel to it. I hear a lot of people, I get like positive feedback from that video all the time. I fuck with it. But really a lot of that was like the producer of my idea. I can't really take credit for all that, but I did out that bit and I showed out, you feel me? So, but yeah, I fuck with that video and it really gave me like I got my feet wet as far as when it comes to that type of shit, like the productions and the directors and you know what I'm saying? Like I kinda got my feet wet with the shit, so now I kinda understand the process of like what it take to put them type of videos together and shit like that. So when I go and I do it, next time it's gonna be twice as big, shit like that. But definitely, I fuck with it, appreciate it.
What does your name mean? Like GMK, what does that specifically mean?
I don't even know.
How'd you get it?
That bitch was acquired over time. That bitch just stuck. I don't know, man. I couldn't tell you. Listen, it's so crazy because I had multiple nicknames growing up, right? But all them bitches had the same acronym. Like all them bitches would fall under GMK.
Got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's why I be like, whenever somebody asks that question, this the most I done ever told somebody when they ask me that, you feel me? Usually I just tell a nigga like, nah, I don't know, next question. But like, to give people understanding, like, that shit just built up over time. So before I choose this over this, all that's me. So I just say, shit, I'm GMK.
Nah, respect. Do you feel that you are underrated or underheard? Because I feel like niggas know you.
Yeah.
But you almost to that point where it's like household name shit.
Nah, niggas know me like when I go around other artists and shit who people consider this or that, a mainstream or just a big artist, you feel me? Just other niggas who out here popping their shit, you feel me? Like when I go around them boys, niggas be knowing me and like we be chopping it up and I always get positive energy from everybody, you feel me? But I don't feel necessarily underrated, you feel me? I like to put in the work, but I just came home. I just came home, 10, 11 months ago?
Yeah.
You feel me? So, shit, to me, where I'm at and how far I done came, shit, I feel like I'm moving. I feel like life moving fast. You feel me? If I grew any faster than this, I wouldn't know what the fuck to do. You feel me? Like if I had came home and I had went double this, faster than this, I wouldn't know what to do right now.
Nah,
so
for sure.
I appreciate it. It took a step at a time. Just like I said, got my feet in the water, so I came home turned up. You feel me? I ain't nowhere near my maximum potential, but I got my feet in the water. So I got everything established. You feel me? I got all my own shit. Nigga bills paid. Nigga jits took care of shit like that. So I'm learning how to balance all that, just as like a man in general. And you feel me, like run my household and shit and balance all that. And then at the same time, balance my career. And once I get that perfect balance, shit, we just gonna up the weight.
Hell yeah. And speaking of serving time, man, what do you feel like is the best way to be there for somebody that's, serving time?
I feel like this real, and this what I try to get into people's head, bro. Like, something that makes something easiest for somebody don't mean that it make it best for them. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all got these homeboys and them boys got 10 years and 15 years and shit like that, bro, and it's a nigga like, cause these ain't like regular homeboys, these niggas be my brothers. So these niggas that like 15 years when them boys come home, shit, they come home to my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. So it's like, you don't never wanna start that bitch straight off. And this come from experience, cause I ain't gonna never say I ain't made this mistake before, you feel me? But you don't wanna never start off nobody big. People made this mistake with me. Never start off nobody big just acting like, oh, we stupid, locked in, I'ma hold you down, call me every day, anytime you need something, call me. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that, bro. At the same time, y'all boys was on the street and you'll call my phone, I pick that bit up, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll reach me, or sometime when we was both on the street, you'll call my phone, I might not pick it up every time. But I'm not gonna be going out my way to like base my schedule or something around that, and I know that's not something I can't keep up for 15 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I do that to you? When I'm supposed to be in that bit helping you, like, prepare yourself for this shit. Because this shit you gotta do at the end of the day, you feel me? So if you're gonna do it, you gotta do the shit right. Cause you don't do the shit right in an environment like that, that shit could cost you your life or something, you feel me? So I be like encouraging my dogs. I be encouraging my dogs to like, bro, get in there, get your head right, get your mind right, you feel me? Work out, peep the scene. Like that what I tell all them boys, when y'all boy get to y'all main camp, after y'all leave them transit camps and all that, sit there, peep the scene, bro, because you gotta know, you know what I'm saying, what's going on the compound. You gotta know if this bitch got lifers on this bitch. You gotta know what dorm such and such the man wear about. You know what I'm saying? Who got what? Because you don't wanna come in that bitch trying to act too raw, cause this ain't the kind of. You feel me? Like that shit'll be, that shit'll be sour real quick. But shit, like I said, best way to hold somebody down, I feel like provide them the same support consistently that you was providing them when you was on the street. Like, don't let them lock up and you forget about them, you feel me? But don't never portray to them like they finna be your whole world, because you know that's not true. Even down to like them girls will, oh, I'ma hold you down, I'ma do this, and then that shit don't always work out. But you don't blame them for it not working out, you feel me? That's why people always be like, niggas in jail always snapping on everybody on the phone. Cause you ain't blaming folks for the shit not working out. You blaming folks for them feeding you all that shit, and that's all you got. You ain't got no stimulation. Like, imagine that, you got your phone in your hand all the time, you got that television on, shit like that. Like, you go outside, you hear them noises, you hear them birds and shit, like all that shit stimulates your mind as a human. So when you in jail, you in a position where, the walls gray. You feel me? Like, you ain't got no stimulation whatsoever. The wall gray, no juice in that bit, ain't nothing hot, ain't nothing cold, everything all right. You feel me? Like, all the food, that bit all right. Ain't nothing hot, ain't nothing cold. Ain't nothing in that bitch. Ain't no juice, ain't nothing. You feel me? So you in that type of situation, and then you got this girl on the phone, or you got these niggas on the phone, and you know what I'm saying? You got this girl, she saying all this raw shit, whispering in your ear and shit. This stimulating your brain. So every day you fiend for that. Like, you ready to go hop on the phone and call that girl because you done can't depend on that. That's drugs now. Your homeboys, you feel me? They get you caught up, sending you money, $50 to smoke weed, $50 to do this like little dumb shit, instead of letting you know like, nah, bro, we gonna send you this a week a piece, make sure you eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, people get you caught up in the hype and shit, trying to be down, bro. You ain't supposed to be, like, just what make it easy for somebody ain't always what's best, but sometimes you gotta like, lay that law. Just, you feel me? And that be what's best for people, because that shit puts them out there in that water, and they gotta develop as a person. Cause shit, really, that's what that shit be about sometimes. That's why people be in there. They gotta develop as a person, something they gotta learn.
Hell yeah. What was the first thing that you did this last time that you was released? Like the very first thing.
Very first thing, I left my city instantly. I probably was in my city, cause look, I wasn't in prison in my city. I was at Hamilton, CI, so that was in Jasper, Florida. That's probably like a little bit over an hour away, like an hour 45 away or some shit. I drove home. Well, we drove home. My managers, my homeboy Dizzle, Bike Street was with me, videographer was with me. She recorded that Certified Trench Baby. First thing I did, got me a phone. First quarter, I had that boy. You know, I called that boy the day before. I said, yeah, pull up with that bit. You feel me? So I can go ahead, put my iCloud in, my shit could be syncing. You feel me? I'm on the way home, my pictures popping up and shit. You feel me? So, yeah, I had got my phone right. I went home. Man, real deal, no funny shit. I had to go home. I probably grabbed 2 pair of pants. I probably grabbed 2 pair of pants, a couple pair of drawers, and like a couple t-shirts. Went to Orlando. Like, I was at my house for 30 minutes. Went to Orlando, got 2 B&Bs in Orlando, so I had all my family from Jacksonville come down to Orlando too. Cause I didn't want to get out of prison and just be posted up in the city somewhere, having like a little welcome home party, and they be trying to blitz a nigga shit or some shit. You know, niggas be party poopers. But now, just, yeah, I went down to Orlando, had my people put up a 1 B&B, and me and all my dogs in another B&B. And shit, that's what we did. We went down that bit, like, we was finna shoot us a little video, we down that bit, hanging out.
That's hard.
After that, I got out October 1st. October 1st and 2nd, I was in Orlando. October 3rd, I moved to Houston. Like, moved to Houston, I took that bike with them 2 pairs of pants, real shit, ass Keisha. I moved to Houston, I went straight to Keisha's house. You feel me? Ass Keisha, open my shit. Boom, I had a big old fat ass suitcase too, ain't shit in that bit. Big ass Nautica suitcase, I opened that bit, it's 2 pairs of pants in that bit, some drawers and t-shirts. I had the mindset like, but fuck them old clothes, everything. Like I said, I just took a break, I'm gonna come back and rebrand.
Facts.
Because now that little music that I dropped, like I said, everything be meant, you feel me? Like, people look at it like, damn, you just spent the whole 13 months plus or a year or whatever. But I look at it like, shit, I was forced to spend the whole 13 months plus, so at the end of the day, that's something I would have did, whether I liked it or not. You feel me? But at the same time, I'm in that bit, I'm meeting people, you feel me? I'm getting people life story, I'm bettering myself like mentally. I'm getting so suited up because all I do is read shit and study shit. And then I was dropping music before I went to jail. So all them songs just accumulating shit, you feel me? So I come home, nigga up a little something. Grab that and I'd say, all right, bet I'm finna go rebrand. I'm finna move to Houston. And move straight to Houston. I probably posted up with my nigga Kesey. I probably posted up with Kesey and YB's and shit for like a month. And then I went and I posted up at A shit for like 3 months. By then, I had my game plan already. You feel me? And action. By that 4th month, I got my own shit. From being in prison. Came home, moved to a new city. By the 4th month, own shit. All that, own shit. And I just really like turned my muscle up with this rap shit.
That's hard. Now we're about to come up on a year. It's gonna be
October
this
1st.
this weekend actually.
Oh damn, that's crazy. I didn't even think about that. I gotta do something special.
I was gonna say, so I mean, what's your mind like now? Just knowing, like, man, it's been a year. You know.
I don't know. That bit went too fast. It's already a year now. You feel me? But it's like that shit went fast. But I don't really even got no mindset like. Somebody will think about that, like, how does it feel to get out of here? But I been forgot I got out. You feel me? Like, I been forgot that 6 months ago. I'm not even thinking about that no more. Cause now I got so much shit that's prevalent right now that I gotta be worried about. I'm not worried about that if I got out a year ago. You feel me? I'm worried about, I need to go here, do this, set this up, do this, set this up. You feel me? I'm trying to keep moving away from that.
When can we expect the project?
Y'all was supposed to, I ain't gonna lie, this is a secret. But y'all was supposed to expect the project in November.
Okay.
You feel me? But no. Yeah. You know, y'all was supposed to expect the project in October. But now y'all could like expect it in like November.
Got you.
I'm gonna push it back a little bit, run it up, and like I just wanna really get it out there and deliver like the best material that I can to my people. Cause they've been waiting so long.
Nah, facts.
And it's gonna be my first tape, like my first ever. I've been rapping just as long as motherfucking whoever else in the city, you feel me? But I ain't never dropped nothing. I ain't never dropped no mixtapes, no albums, no nothing, not even unsigned.
Right.
Like them singles that's on my YouTube, that's all the pieces that I ever dropped in my whole life. Like 10, 11 songs. So I'm really excited to get that tape out there cause I'm just showing people shit that they ain't never heard from me, you feel me? Cause they ain't really heard that much from me. So all them people fuck with me, they really just probably fuck with me just, I don't know, nigga funny or something.
I think a person's brand can go a long way though. Like, you know what I mean? I think me personally, like I fuck with, just how you conduct yourself.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just fuck me as a person.
Facts. And that's most important. I feel like people gonna always support you if they fuck with you like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like for people who haven't checked you out before, man, why should they tap in?
Probably be one of the best things you ever did in your life, bro. It might change your future. But nah, shit, I'm speaking that real shit, you feel me? Like, I feel like that's what be separating me from different people. Like, I really speak that real shit, and I feel like the way that I articulate myself is so descriptive and it's detailed, but it's not detailed and descriptive at the expense of the flow. If that makes sense, you feel me? Like, I like when I hear niggas and they be like, oh, look, I snapped on this bit, I got all articulate, and you know what I'm saying? Like, they sound like they wrote that bit with a dictionary next to their, but it's like y'all doing all that metaphor and articulate shit, but it's coming at the expense of the flow. Like, the song be sounding, you know what I'm saying? You don't fuck with that shit. I feel like I got that delivery. Cause it's already up there. Like, you can just tell by how I speak, like, That's just how I talk.
Respect. I got a challenge for you. You know you got the Florida dialect.
Yeah.
Can you say back?
Like, just say it regular?
Just say it.
Like my way?
All right. How do you
say
say
your
it?
way. Like bite.
All right, now say
Bite.
it. Say it how I said it.
That bit really sound like, it really feel weird even me trying to prepare my mouth to do that. But like, I say bite, screet, bite, pipe. Bike, pipe. That sounds crazy. All right, that is a country. All right, let me do it. I said, it ain't like hard and just back. That sounds
Now
weird.
see,
though.
I felt like you said back.
Yeah, like why the K in like that? You feel me? Back.
Okay.
I can't really say it though, like back, my back. I don't know, like
Don't
how you
feel
supposed to say it? Back. That don't sound right though. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't even sound like how you just said it.
That's funny. Now I had to fuck with you real quick, man, because you said it a few times. I know.
Right.
I just had to fuck with you real quick. So okay, all right. 2 more questions. I'm gonna let you go.
All right, sure.
Talk about some other endeavors that you into outside of music. Like if you into like investing, you know, other things.
I've been in so many different lanes lately, especially since I came home, cause I got this mentality like, say if I woke up today and I tried something and that bit ain't work. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like I still make progress because now I know that don't work. You feel me? Like I gotta do some shit every day. Like so, like I done did since coming home. I done tested out the dog breeding. Had some raw ass dogs, but my girl dog she got pregnant and then the puppies died and then she died.
Oh damn.
So I said fuck dogs. I ain't buying no more dogs.
Man,
They're not
some
gonna be
emotional
dying.
shit.
Like yeah, that's some shit. Like,
emotional as
but she in the
hell.
house. She was in the house dead for like 3 days.
Damn.
I ain't even want to take her nowhere.
Yeah, that's
Because
tough.
my girl then was like, I need to get out the house, but I'm like, man, I'm not finna throw her away. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like, I fucked up about her. So I was like, nah, but I ended up throwing the ass away.
Yeah, you gave the first dogs hot
feel me?
chocolate, you know what I mean?
I
Shit.
had to,
Yeah.
but shit, that shit told me, hell nah, I ain't doing that. I looked into the Airbnbs, you know what I'm saying? Like all of the rental properties and stuff like that. I just been big thinking about that, the whole cars on Turo, that whole type of idea crossed my mind. But what I'm trying to get in, for sure, man, distro, LA. Watching the next few years, y'all gonna see my shit. My shit gonna be huge.
Okay.
LA distro. I'm gonna have my own screen and all that. I'm gonna be making hella art pikes every day.
Okay. Respect. All right, so my final question for today. So our keyword is progress. You've been saying progress a lot, you know what I mean?
Progress.
So how would you define the word progress support, or progress support? How would you define the word progress?
I define progress as any progress as like you as a person, or progress as like in an endeavor?
You can define it however you want to define it, because every time we do an interview, I'm gonna keep asking you that
You
question.
know what I'm saying? Well, I feel like you could generalize it by just focusing on you as a person, because any endeavor is always going to include you. But I look at progress as like any advancement that I get, or addition that I get in like information, or rather it be information or just any forward movement in me as a person, like moving forward. I feel like if I stood still or if I went back, that's not progress. Anytime I move forward, learn something, add something onto the plate, anything, like that's progress, because I'm doing something today that I wasn't doing yesterday.
Hell yeah. Okay. Well, nah, this definitely been dope, man. I appreciate you coming through again. Keep working, man. You definitely got a new fan for sure. Some new fans, I'm
appreciate
sure.
y'all, man.
You know what I mean? We fucking with you, man. But keep going up. You dope. All right.
For sure, man. Hey, free Bike Street and free queso. Free queso finna drop, man. Long live 23.
For sure.
The Progress Report.